Mayor Strickland signed in town council logs. Special session brought to order. Mayor addresses the town regarding visitor. Visitor claims to be agent of the Institute. Claims the settlement is in possession of powerful pre-war tech. Heard it was found by a girl, Jacqueline Spencer. Floor open for discussion. Gladys Maxwell asks if we can be sure this isn't a trick. Pete Owens suggests that Jacqueline be given up to spare the town. Gerald Spencer threatens Pete. Minor fight breaks out. Quickly quelled. Mayor regains order. Issue to be brought to vote tomorrow night. Meeting adjourned. Gerald's password. Okay. Meeting brought to order. Council votes on crop export limits. Export limits capped at 20% of yield. Cody Cole found playing in credit union vault. Council votes to forego punishment at this time. Council votes to change vault password. New password, Meyerler Cakes. Meeting adjourned. What's in the vault? Is it anything alive? I am going backwards. I should have read from the bottom up. Meeting brought to order. Discusses funding for an additional generator. Okay. But I hate when I hit the wrong button. Yeah, I should have read from here up. University mail relay. I don't know if I should start from the bottom or what. Giving up our kids. Mayor Strickland. Betty said that Martha told her you've been having secret meetings with agents from the Institute and agreed to give them our children. Then Will told me he heard that the Institute have a nuke planted somewhere and they were going to detonate it if we don't give them the whole harvest. What is going on? Harvest of food or harvest of children? Sorry about Martha. Mayor Strickland. I asked Martha to wait and see what you and the council figure out rather than going on rumors. But, well, you know how she is. I'm sure you got an earful. I know I have. Look, it's not my place to say, really, but I think you better try to get ahead of this. Martha and Perry are spreading rumors pretty fast, so you better call a town meeting. Cody Cole. M. Cole. Mayor Strickland. What is all this I've been hearing about how the Institute is going to attack if we don't give them Jacqueline? I understand that your children are grown and moved away, but I have children here. How dare you keep information like this from us? We have a right to know about threats to our safety. Martha Cole. Bert, I wish you had come to me about this first. My daughter is a smart girl, and you know that. Heck, she's the one that figured out how to wire into the old university mail relay in the first place. What proof do we have that this guy was from the Institute anyway? If she told some traitor she had some valuable data, that guy might be working with your visitor. But it's probably just a con. But now you've got Perry involved, and he's going to be out for blood. Poens. Bert, I can't believe you're hiding behind that council charter at a time like this. Spencer Girl is one who brought the Institute down on us, and if we can't give them what they want, they'll wipe us off the map. These kids may not believe in them, but I know your sister was killed by sense. If she doesn't give over to the data they want, I say give her to them. They can take it out of her hide instead of ours. Play tape. Okay. University meeting.
As head of the town council, I call this meeting to order. In attendance this evening, we have Perry Owens, Gerald Spencer, Sylvia Cooper, and myself, Bert Strickland, as acting council head.
Bert, what is all this about? I've got wheat that needs bringing in.
Yesterday, I received a very disturbing visitor. I managed to record part of the conversation. It's probably best if you all hear it. I don't see anything about that in my records. What was it you said you wanted again?
Don't toy with me. We know a girl here found some pre-war data related to energy research, and you're gonna give it to us.
I really have no idea what data you think we have. We're just farmers and fishers. I'd be happy to ask around for you. Please, just lower the gun.
Look, I'm a reasonable man, but the Institute wants that data. You got 2 days to get it for me, and then we do this the hard way. Oh God, Jacqueline.
What has your daughter done, Gerald?
She's been saying that she was close to finding something in those old terminals she fixes up. But I don't think she actually found anything.
Bullshit. Now, I overheard her talking to that trader last week. Something about getting 10 times the price for something if she sold it in Diamond City.
Look, just let me talk to her. See if she actually has this data or not. Pete, sit down. We all need to remain calm about this. I need you all to keep this to yourselves for now. The last thing we need is to start a panic.
That was a very long tape. Usually they're about a minute or so. 30 seconds to a minute. Alright. Why does it look like I'm really close to this? Just looks like I'm really close to this terminal. What? Alright. Obviously there's something in a vault. Or at least there was a kid playing in it. They went to forego punishment. So maybe... Ugh. Okay, so
Like
come in that door. It would have been over there. I don't know if there's anything over there. Why are you opening doors? Access forbidden. Safety deposit boxes are to be accessed only by university credit union. Okay. I didn't know if this was going to be... I hate... Okay. That's just the same room from the Fallout 3 DLC. Alright. Kind of. Well... Wow. That was... I must say, it better be something special and all that.
I guess no one will miss it at this point. Sweet.
Okay. What tore these doors up? Okay, there's nothing that... Because seriously. I mean, man, what tore those up? Alright, last safe. A little surprised there's nothing in here.
Nice.
Oh, crap. No, 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 no. Oh! Crap, man. Oh. Piper. And there's beds down here. Weapons, workbench. Prototype UP-77. Limitless potential. Unlimited ammo capacity. Gamma wave emitter. Improved automatic barrel recoil. Hello. If there's unlimited ammo capacity, well, I guess you never have to reload. Because I'm like, it's still showing that it has, you know, my energy cells. Which I can't believe I have 2,500 of the damage is 23. That's not a lot of damage. That's an incredibly small amount of damage. Lab terminal. U.S. Army user Matthew signed in. Classified unauthorized access result in prosecution research logs. Containment problems. Progress on the project has been slow so far, mostly because the dean has been having Professor Campbell tailed to try to figure out where the lab is. Curtis brought up the idea of giving us unrestricted access to the lab, but Professor Campbell says that he needs to make sure things are established and safe first. Thus far, we've had trouble in containing the plasmon scattering from the electron beam. I've checked and rechecked the professor's calculations. They seem good, but it just doesn't replicate in our practicals. Progress has improved now that Curtis and I have full access to the lab. My parents think I've gotten a job at a credit union. They've been pushing me to go into banking. If they knew Mr. Rivera is actually a sergeant undercover, they would flip. We've been having much better results with containing the plasmons since we decided to try focusing the electron beam down to around 200 nm. The scattering patterns are showing up with much better grouping on the graph. At this scale, it may not end up being any good for reactor containment, but we might at least be able to improve energy consumption for small industrial or weaponry uses. I can't believe Professor Campbell used my birthday as the password, or that Curtis had to look it up. What is going on? I don't know what's going on out there. Curtis and I were in early on Saturday so we could try to get through the day's experiments in time to go catch a movie when we heard the sirens. So the war happened on a Saturday? Is this the first time I ever knew what day it happened on? Some sort of EMP knocked out the power for a few minutes, and Sergeant Rivera told us to stay in the lab and not to leave till he gave us the all clear. But it's been 3 days, and we can hear explosions going off. Professor Campbell was supposed to be in around noon, but never showed up, and our friends and parents are out there. Curtis says everything will be okay, but I can see in his eyes he's just trying to keep it together. Continuing the research. We've been here a few weeks now, according to the data on the terminal. An explosion took out the tunnel to the parking garage just after I made my last log entry. It's quieter, but every few hours we still hear explosions. We've decided to try to continue the research. If we are at war, it might help, and if nothing else, it will help us pass the time. I've been thinking that if we adjust the angle to the parabolic reflector and focus the electron beam even further, it might get us what we need. Professor Campbell had the lab stocked with plenty of food and water, so we should be safe here for at least a few more weeks. Small scale seemed to be the right direction. We brought the wavelength down to around 75 nm and have been getting a pretty impressive capture rate. Both of the prototypes are running at a much higher capacity. We ran out of food a couple of days ago and we only have a couple of cans of water left. So we have no choice but to leave the lab. We've no idea what we'll find out there or if anyone is still alive, but we've decided to leave one of the prototypes here in case Professor Campbell made it out, so he'd know we finished it. Maybe it's a futile gesture, but Curtis agreed with me. He asked me to marry him if there's anything left out there. I said yes. All right. Really? I mean,
I'm still okay.
I guess this is solely a loot grab, but I was still kind of waiting
On some,
big bad monster somewhere.
I guess
There's no point in closing up. All right. It's an automatic. 25, 64. 25, 51. So I just went through 13 shots very fast. So there's one thing about it.
It'll go through
Done quick. And at 23 a pop times 13. Yeah. So all right, so yeah, like I said, this seems to be just a loot grab. Yeah, that whole frequency thing is going to drive me batty. But at the same time, cryo mine. I totally missed it. All right, let's come in this way. Just see if there was anything around the other side. There's a synth.
Who's killing the
Synths.
Ours now.
That's
That's it. Okay. And then it's,
I guess to
make you want to go over there and
find out
what's
happening.
happening.
Sturdy
armor.
I don't think it's going to be
Worth much. There's a gun. What is that? Stem pack. I'll take the gun.
I don't know.
I think that's the first time I ever saw a cryo mine explode.
That was kind of weird. And I'm already back to full health. I want a door there. All right. That's just street light. Okay, again, how did you... Okay, so there's a door up there. I just expected more people here or something, you know? More something. Open up. So, but I'm guessing I'm going to run into something in here. More than likely synths. I mean, what else would it be? Hardware, electrical. This is just Sedgwick Hall. Yep, there's something in here. What? Would that have tripped? Or was it an explosion on the... Okay.
Hello?
Oh, that's just a skull. Okay, he's over there.
The sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs adjustment.
Okay, so he's up there.
Is someone present? I am detecting. My scanner must be malfunctioning. Movement detected. Curious.
Student records.
They moved.
Really? He didn't see me? Alright, student records. Property of Mass Bay University. Director of Student Records, user Curtis Marsh. Didn't we already see Curtis? Okay. Let's do the archives. Alright. Enrolled undergraduates. Really? Am I just... Okay. Okay, director corrupt. Alright, well, we got some. Keller Otis. Could be a little better. Date of birth. So, I wonder what. There may have been something in those names. But, you know, I don't know if I want to sit there and go through all those names and try to figure out, you know. Okay. I don't know where to start. Well, that's an odd little...
Night vision.
Fiery, improved, automatic.
Places like this are why I try to avoid drinking water.
Okay. Okay. Nanofilament. Okay. Ammo box. Okay. Come on. There we go.
Got it.
I don't know what I just grabbed. Okay. Doesn't matter. You know, I guess I shouldn't be too concerned. So I hate to say it, these synths, at least right now, are not presenting a great deal. Ooh. Barricade key. Nice. Laser pistol. Fusion core. Alright. Gerald's terminal. Let's see. No. Creed. No. Crude. No. Could be Frank. Oh, drank.
Through.
Signed in. User logs. I don't know what to do. Josephine, I don't know what to do. Our daughter found something in the ruins, some sort of data. A man came to town and said he was from the Institute. He threatened the mayor of the town as an uproar. We don't know if this guy is real or not, but he seems dangerous, and the rumors around town are almost worse. Someone accused Jacqueline of being a synth. People say she's grown up with her whole life. People she's grown up with her whole life. Now they want to give her to this man, throw her out of town, or worse. You would be so proud. Jack, that's what she always likes to go by now. Well, she found your old notes about the mail relay and begged me for weeks to take her into the flooded area. Where's the flooded area? Oh. When I went to hunt lurks so she could try and find the parts she needed. Well, she must have found what she'd been looking for because she actually got this mail relay thing working. We can send each other letters across town. Not sure why we wouldn't just walk over. That's what I was wondering. This is not a big town. But it's certainly more than I was doing at 14. Okay. Josephine, been 3 years since you died, and I still think about you every single day. I wish you could see how much Jacqueline has grown. Last week was her 6th birthday, and I gave her your old toolbox like you had always planned. The next day I found that she had disassembled half the stuff in the store. She looks so much like you. I miss you so much. So a 6-year-old fixed the email system. Gerald, I'm not saying this as a mayor, but as your friend. I don't know if the visitor was from the Institute or not, but I know what a dangerous man looks like, and I don't want to call his bluff. Are people scared and looking for someone to blame? It doesn't seem like Jacqueline's
the seed of this mess.
So out of sight till we get this all sorted out. If your daughter does have the data, we should have it ready to turn over if need be. Gerald, how many times have I told you that daughter of yours could be the end of you? I've told you 1,000 times. No good has ever come from messing pre-war gobbledygook from messing okay. If she were my daughter, I would have beaten some sisters her years ago. I'm almost glad Josephine isn't alive to see what a wreck your family has become. Shine me on you, Gerald Spencer. If my boy come to harm from this, I will beat you to death myself. Gerald, you know I love Jacqueline like she was my own granddaughter. It breaks my heart to say this, but I think the two of you should leave town. Just run for it. Leave the Commonwealth. You're still young enough to start over, and Jack is as smart as can be. I still hear more than people think, and I'm not hearing anything good. Even if this visitor is an imposter, I fear our own neighbors may turn on you first. Turn over for a while. Okay. So somewhere in here, in this room,
is a synth.
yeah, I can get back up. It's not cute when you break those immediately, okay? I hope you know.
Yes.
Check that, yeah. Okay.
It's
Nothing good. So is the flooded area just the... Okay, I went in there. So what am I triggering that's basically seeing me?
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. You know, if you need anything proofread.
What is that? Vacuum tube. Let's... Well, that's a big number. Okay. Tesla science, energy weapons permanently inflict plus 5% critical damage.
Worth reading?
Okay, and a laundered green dress. Another vacuum tube.